Welcome to the Fishbowl Radio, everybody. My name is Chief here, and joining me today is Juicy. We have a sit-down interview with Athletic Director for John Melvin University, Rocke Musgraves, here on the Fishbowl Radio. We sit down, we talk about how to build up a foundation of an athletic program from scratch, right here on the Fishbowl Radio.
You a couple of questions about I understand you're the baseball coach of your school here. Now, I was looking through your athletic program and stuff, and looks like y'all building up some really good things over there in John Melvin University.
Yeah, we're really excited. This is the second year, or this coming year will be the second year open to the public. Right now, let's see. Last year we had baseball, we had basketball, we had soccer, and we had softball. And this coming fall, we'll begin our football program. So this year we'll have football, baseball, softball, volleyball, and basketball. And then there's also plans for expanding our athletic programs the following year to involve some more programs. So it's an exciting time to be a part of this right now.
Okay, so I was looking through the Advocate, KTC even came out there and did some interviews with y'all guys. So when we go down to football season, that's the next big one coming up here. How's that team looking out there?
Oh wow, I highly recommend that you all get Coach Don Lee on your program. He's got this town so excited right now. He's got all the local businesses talking about it. He's been able to put together a pretty substantial roster in a short period of time. Our uniforms are in, our equipment's in, and I think right now he's standing at about 72 kids, and it may be even up to 84 here real soon before the season starts. So he's got everybody so excited right now. I can't wait for opening night of football. That's going to be a really historic time, I think, in our school's history.
I understand y'all playing at Crowley Middle School, where Notre Dame and the Crowley Gent High plays at as well. So take us through, like, people may not know about y'all that much in this Acadiana area here. Take us through, like, what it takes to build like an athletic program from
Okay.
scratch.
Yeah, you bet. David Andron and his wife, Miss Jean, started John Melvin University. And what they wanted to do something different. They wanted, first of all, for it to be a Christian school. They wanted to rely heavily on athletics and the educational components. And they wanted to look at the whole person instead of just the academics or just the athletics. They wanted to involve the spiritual component as well. So we've developed our our academic programs around being a Christian university as well. So right now, we are going through the accreditation process. We just received licensure from the Louisiana Board of Regents, so we're really excited about that. And then we should be receiving our accreditation real soon. So that's kind of the process that we're going through now. Athletically, the process is we're getting ready to join the Red River Athletic Conference in the NAI. That would be, of course, with Louisiana Christian right up the road, Xavier, LSU Shreveport. So anyway, yeah, there's been a lot going on in the last year building this thing.
So I noticed y'all have a bunch of different sports. Like, I think y'all might even have more sports than UL at this point. And that's gonna be something like I mean, like, just trying to find people to house all these kids and stuff. What are some future plans for John Melvin University? So, like, maybe people are like, hey, Lafayette might be far, but like another question I got is, why is Crowley? Why Crowley, Louisiana, of all places?
Well, that's a great question right there. Um, I think they wanted to stay in a place that wasn't really large, but also not really small. And then when Chuck Ashby, a city councilman here in Crowley, met up with David Andron, the owner, they started talking, and Chuck Ashby said, "Listen, Crowley is the type of city that would welcome something like this and would do a great job of hosting y'all." So they built that relationship to start off with. They moved the university here. And I'm going to tell you right now, it was a great call because the city of Crowley has been wonderful to us. Um, you go down the street, you talk to the business owners, you talk to the citizens, our players, our athletes go in and have dinners and breakfasts and lunches at the restaurants, and those people are wonderful to us. And they've started building a relationship with the people here in Crowley. And really, you look there's a lot of major colleges that are actually in small cities. You look at Mississippi State or some of those. So I don't think it's that uncommon. In fact, it creates a real homey atmosphere. And now Crowley take ownership in John Melvin University, and that's starting to happen. And so now when I look back, because dude, I asked the same thing. Why Crowley, Louisiana? I coached at Nichols down in Thibodaux. I was at LSU Shreveport I didn't know much about Crowley. Took the job, came down here. Now I understand. They made a great call. The whole community's on board, and I can't wait to turn Crowley John Melvin green and blue.
Juicy, you got any questions you want to ask the athletic director of John Melvin University? That's my co-host.
How you doing, man? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too, brother.
I live in Crowley. I mean, I don't have no question, but I live in Crowley, and there's a lot of big talk about it, and I didn't know much about it until I started doing research. But so coming from somebody from Crowley who actually lives there, like, yeah, it's you hit everything on the nail, man. Like John Melvin's big talk around Crowley right now. So
right. Man, as well as anybody, it's about building relationships, right? And not only building relationships, but building quality relationships. And so I think that's the stage that we're at right now. And it's kind of the fun part, because we get to go out and meet all these people, and everybody's excited and everybody wants to jump on board. So yeah, this is a good time of the year in this whole process, especially getting ready for football. The whole city, they're excited about that. I think we got 3 home football games this year. We'll be playing on the road quite a bit, but we're going to be playing over at Gardner Memorial Stadium here in Crowley. So, and you know what? When I first saw that, that's not a bad location. That is not a bad stadium.
they were the high school plays, I believe. I think.
Yeah, all the high schools
from my house, actually. It's within one.
Yeah, right. They all share it, and really, they just redid the surface. There's talk about turfing everything. It's really a nice venue. I was kind of worried when I heard, is it going to be big enough to, host college football games? But after I went over there and looked at it and seeing some of the things we can do to it, I firmly believe it'll serve as a great host for us.
Is there a plan to eventually have your own stadiums or own football stadium or?
I think that it's probably very preliminary for me to say that. I would hope by the time I'm done here that happens. Right now, I think if we can turf Gardner Memorial, I think that would be a great venue for a while. So we're pretty happy with what we got in that. So we're really not talking about building a stadium yet. But yeah, hopefully someday.
Okay, Coach, I know you're in charge of the baseball team. Y'all going in your second season here. Y'all had some good success your first season. What can y'all do to build upon that success at John Melvin University?
Well, as a college baseball coach for 30 years, I've recruited internationally. I've recruited all over the USA. But let me say this. When you go throughout the state of Louisiana, especially the southern part, I have never in my life seen so many great athletes. I mean, UL and LSU can come down here and recruit and fill up 2 major Division I programs with talent. And I go around and I just have never seen so much baseball talent in my life. So really, I would like to do the bulk of our recruiting locally. And then, of course, we'll go outside, to fill our roster. But I think there's plenty of talent in this local area to put together a quality college baseball program.
Okay. Anything else you want to add to it, Juicy?
Not at the moment. I'll just I gotta plug my phone in real quick before it dies. I'm sorry.
No, I got it. No, we've this last year we were able to play some junior colleges, some 4-year schools, and our guys competed very well. I would say that we were pretty much in all our ball games. I think we went 19-16, which is not bad for a first-year program. But what I'm kind of looking forward to is building the relationships with these high school coaches in the area, as well as, you have some quality junior college programs too that we can draw from. You look right up the road, LSU Eunice. I mean, that's a
LSUE,
national
yeah,
junior. Yeah, that's a
wow.
powerhouse. Baton Rouge Community College is really starting to get some great players. Delgado just went to a College
Delgado,
World Series. I mean, and then Nunez, we signed a couple kids out of Nunez this year, and Coach Powell over there is doing a great job. So, hey, if we don't get good players in here, that's on me, because they're sure out there.
Okay, so like Louisiana's a hotbed, like we mentioned with baseball players, because you have like and the fans too, like Louisiana
Yeah.
people, like Acadiana and
Yeah,
like
the most
the state of
loyal
Louisiana
fans.
loves baseball because you got Alex Box Stadium that sits over 10,000 people. You have T Moorfield Russo Park that sits over 4,000, and it's just people like to go baseball. McNeese even has a good baseball program
Yes.
themselves. So you take all of those and all those kids that may not get in there, y'all could probably, go in there and snatch up the ones that don't quite make the cut of those, higher level Division I programs.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, you bring up a good point, especially with the portal these days, right? You have a lot of kids transfer, to different schools. But I'm going to be real honest with you. Right now, I could go into the portal. There's a lot of kids available. Right now, I'm looking at the younger kids willing to, maybe take my lumps here the next year, getting ready for the NAI. So that's kind of what we're doing. But listen, when you talk about, man, you bring up a great point about the baseball stadiums here in Southern Louisiana. Over there at UL, and then LSU, McNeese, another great stadium. Y'all, our park, Miller Stadium, is absolutely juicy. You've seen it, is absolutely phenomenal.
It's a
It's
beautiful
an
place.
all astro. It's an old minor league stadium. It's got all astroturf. It
How many
has
people it though? I'm just curious. How many people?
you know what, brother? I'm the athletic director, and I'm supposed to know that. Just stump me. I'm not real sure. I would think a couple thousand you could get in there. I know it really has a lot of personality, a lot of charm. And so what we want to do is we want to make baseball games an event. We want it where you come not only to watch baseball game, but you come to see your neighbors, you come to see your friends, you come to just socialize with the Crowley people and the surrounding area, the Jennings people, Iota. We want them from everywhere, but come to the game to enjoy yourself. And we're going to play the Cajun music, the swamp pop. We're going to serve Cajun food. We're just going to make it a great event. So that's what we're looking to do at Miller Stadium.
Okay, so what kind of promotions y'all got coming up for to get people to come to the games for, football season right around the corner there? What are some ways y'all can get maybe fans like
You took the words right out of my
Yeah, no, that's
I was about to say.
that's a great question. We offer season ticket packages here. If you go to JMU, go to our website. We have the phone number there. You can call for our tickets now, and that's for all sports. But I think what you're going to find is as we go each week, we're going to offer different promotional packages. So that could vary from week to week. Now, y'all, right now, our number one goal is to put butts in the seats. We want people to show up. This isn't going to be something that you can't afford. This is going to be something you can afford, something you can come watch us play, something that you can enjoy with your family. It's going to be very, very family friendly.
All right, Juicy, anything else you want to add before we get off here?
I was just curious, I was kind of trying to think about is there like a playoff system, or like what are y'all labeled as, like Division III or junior college, or I was curious about.
No, that's an outstanding question. Okay, so this year we will play what they call the USCAA. It's the Small College Athletic Division. Then the following year we will be joining the NAIA and National Athletic National. Wait a minute. National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics. That's, of course, with Louisiana Christian, LSUA. Some of the other teams that play in that conference are University of Houston at Victoria, Texas A&M Texarkana, University of the Southwest, LSU Alexandria, and I think there's probably about 8 or 9 members in that conference. So the following year, we will be under the NAI.
Well, thank you, Coach and Athletic Director Musgraves, for joining us here on the Fishbowl Radio. We greatly appreciate it.
You bet.
Thank you for taking time today, man.
Yeah, you know what? I really hope y'all call me back and let me do this again. And as we get started, especially with football, I'd love to get our football coach on there. Our basketball coach, our softball coach, volley. Man, we just got some great people over here.
All right, thank you. Have a great day.
All right, you too. Thank you.